It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal by my side. Not too long from now, the regular season will be coming to a close. But there are still some very heated battles going on for playoff position.
Welcome and good evening. And with Tip. It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A.
Right, ready to go?
And the Mavericks, Clark, certainly have lived up to their name. They've never been scared to break the mold.
Exactly. And you like that about them. You respect it. They were taking threes in volume before everybody else. Now as the league follows suit, they go back to the mid-range game. Not content to be followers. They want to be trendsetters.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. All out there with Mitchell. And it's Ibaka. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Now here's Saric. Here's Richardson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
And you know, Greg, that's what you like to see. Grabbing hold of the lead right now, right away.
Here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver. The offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. There's the pass to Ball. And another shot. And that one is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And so it's the Lakers with it. The Mavericks making the shot. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Off the pick. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it's Russell in the corner. On the wing, Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Towns, the pass to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. The rebound by Marjanovic.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Ball kicks to Ibaka. Drills it from outside. Ibaka's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And head coach Rick Carlisle approaching a decade with the Dallas Mavericks. And he doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
Yeah, and you know, that's really remarkable in a profession marked by turnover. He's pretty much anchored in there. The Mavs organization smart enough to recognize they've got one of the best in the business in the NBA, but I would even say one of the best coaches in all of pro sports.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. A post-All-Star break look now at how the breakdown between three-pointers and other shots have been for the Lakers. The Lakers in the lead. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Marjanovic, a screen on Russell. To the inside. Marjanovic, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Dallas again missing. Lakers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete. Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
You never pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. Russell does that, finds the open man nicely.
Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Screen by Russell. For the three, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks. And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now.
He trusts you every time he punts the ball.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Richardson is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Russell. And it's Towns in at the 5. And here's Russell following Lonzo Ball's 3. Saric with the screen for Hardaway. Right at the free throw line. And too long on the shot.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And it's Mitchell missing. Dallas leading by 3. And Lakers head coach Luke Walton got his start as an NBA coach in Golden State as a top assistant. He said, looking back, he would have paid to coach under Steve Kerr with everything he's learned.
Wow, that's a high compliment from Walton. Kerr and Walton have very similar personalities, too. I mean, both are pretty even-keeled, low-key kind of guys. And when Kerr's back surgery sidelined him, Walton led the Warriors to the best start in NBA history. Pretty amazing.
And Serge Ibaka, remember, it was a first-team all-defense selection. But over time, I think he's become more of a scoring-minded player, and I think that's affected his impact defensively.
Russell kicks to Hardaway. Russell with it. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here is Ibaka. The Mavericks making the shot. Now the dish to Mitchell. He can't get that one. And it's Dallas the other way. And Serge Ibaka, the league leader in block shots for 2 years in a row in 2012 and 13, but he sends them back at about half the rate he once did.
Yeah, but even still, pretty good shot blocker. You add in his finishing and outside shooting, and he's a player to be reckoned with.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Ball dishes to Mitchell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Saric outside. Feeds to Russell. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Outside Russell. Towns the screen. And Russell gets it to go.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Russell. Screen by Ibaka. Ibaka with the screen on Richardson. Here's Mitchell. Some solid defense from Saric.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter. Not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
Now here's Richardson. looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A guy with the size and skill of Towns, Kevin, really hard to stop without fouling.
First trip to the line for him here. Second free throw, no good. Here's Ball. Here's Mitchell, and the rejection by Towns.
A tremendous shot blocker.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. And guys, for the Mavericks, Kenny, some perspective, please.
They were really efficient on offense. She had the basketball well. Great.
And that will...
The skyline of Dallas illuminating the night sky as we welcome you back to the Lone Star State. Mavericks leading by 6.
Well, you look at the Lakers as an organization, and we know historically one of the great sports organizations in any sport. The reputation, though, has been slipping a bit in recent years. The front office moved last season, bringing what they hope will be some stability and certainly a bit more prestige to the team.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Mitchell. Baca is out there with...
My goodness.
And you have to appreciate how quickly Ibaka gets in position on the screen. Not every big man can do that.
Towns in the corner. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 4. And it's Ball in the corner. Passes it to Kuzma. Over Russell. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Maverick shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Richards in the pass to Russell. Screen by Sharch. Towns sets the pick for Russell. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Kuzma. It's good from the top of the key. Kuzma's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And scoring the ball comes easily and naturally to him. He's a versatile player at the offensive end.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
Ball kicks to Marjanovic. He feeds it to Mitchell. Pass to Kuzma. Ball with it. Russell's there. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ball dishes to Mitchell. Trying his luck deep. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Ibaka. Clark, you were a strong free throw shooter when you played. Why do some big men have such a hard time being at least serviceable at the free throw line?
Well, I'm not as big as some of the biggest guys that have the most trouble. Typically, you see guys north of 6'8", 6'9", struggling tremendously from the line in general. And because of that, I think sometimes it's the mechanics of shooting the ball, and big hands can sometimes be a hindrance to that. Oftentimes, it's a matter of how much do you work at it and how soon do you start working at it. A lot of times, big guys tend to focus on their post moves and scoring the ball close to the bucket and not as much as shooting. But you're seeing more and more big guys with sweet strokes, and I think it's a matter of, again, basic fundamentals, mechanics, and then putting in hours and hours and hours of work on it.
They set the pick. Outside, Russell. To the wing on the left. Here's Sharch. The Lakers with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Ball with it. Russell's there. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, it seemed like destiny. The Lonzo Ball would end up with the Lakers. He found his way to the team he grew up watching.
You know, and rarely do you see a team and player be such a perfect fit. But that's the case here. And the pressure will be on Lonzo to succeed in L.A., put a lot of faith in getting to the Lakers. And remember, he turned down workouts from every other team because he wanted to wear that Laker uniform.
And he knocks down the first one.
Always got to keep an eye on the ball. No pun intended. He's a guy that can do a little bit of everything. A triple-double threat every game.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, you hear a lot of disparaging, hating remarks directed towards jump shooting teams, but the Mavericks make no apologies. I mean, that's their game offensively, and that's their story, and they're sticking to it.
Russell kicks to Saric. Over ball. That one off the back iron and out. The Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. There's the pick. Screen by Ibaka. Marjanovic, a screen on Russell.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Lakers on top, up by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep playing. Take turnovers out of the game.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. They've got Richardson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Saric. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Russell in at the point. It's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
Kicks to Saric. Back to Russell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Screened by Russell. Towns, the pass to Richardson. Saric with the screen for Richardson. Just 4 to shoot. A rebound by Marjanovic.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
The feed to Mitchell. Fires from the wing. And good. He nails it.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Towns against Marjanovic. Dishes it to Richardson. They get the rebound. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 7 on the bucket from Towns.
Boy, the relentless nature of Towns snatches the offensive board, then converts it into points efficiently and effectively done.
The pass to Marjanovic. Here's Ball. Great D that time from Hardaway. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Towns, the screen. To the right side. Here's Russell. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Pass to Kuzma. To the left side wing. Nice shot from the wing. And the Lakers lead by 6. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Towns, the screen. Hardaway dishes to Richardson. Richardson missing again.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Mavericks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Mitchell passes to Kuzma. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Can't give up these looks. I mean, the defense has to be more aggressive guarding the perimeter.
Screened by Russell. Hardaway kicks to Richardson. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own, and this gets the crowd energized.
Yeah, and the game as close as this one, every possession is critical. They've got to give as good as they get, and so far, that's been the case.
Here's Kuzma, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard. Envision them losing this lead.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Serge Ibaka.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
It's just too bad they're on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. It would have been nice for him to have a chance to perform like this in the postseason.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock, and he commits the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though, and that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Time working against them here.
It sure is, and with such short time, it'll be really hard for them to catch up.
Richardson, no luck. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 6. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
Now, here's ball. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They ripped. David, thank you as always. That's it, folks. The NBA regular...